What does it say about a community that decides to make a statement about supporting good environmental habits? It says a lot, especially when there's a side benefit that saves the town money in trash disposal costs. Westford's recycling program shows residents how to make small changes that result in big savings. The following program will tell you how much of an impact each Westford resident can have on reducing the town's trash budget. It will also show you that you can recycle at curbside and where you can go to get more information and answers. The ABCs of Recycling in Westford in 2013.
Hi, I'm Christina Green. This is Ellen Hardy, and we're with the Westford Recycling Commission. Today, we're going to be reviewing the ABCs of recycling. First of all, we're going to talk about why Westford recycles, and secondly, how to recycle.
The first why we recycle is, to be honest, money. Every one of us in Westford puts 1/2 a ton of trash in our wastebasket every single year. And there are 22,000 of us living here. So if we do a little quick math, that's 11,000 tons of trash that we throw out. Every recycling item that we can take out of our trash and put it curbside for recycling saves us money, because all of our trash goes to a energy from waste facility up in Haverhill, and it costs us $71 for every ton that the truck takes up there. So again, do some math. $71 times those 11,000 tons, that's $781,000 that we could be spending. We don't want to spend that much. So we're going to show you what things to take out of your trash, because it doesn't cost you anything to put more recycling at curbside. As a matter of fact, that makes the contractor very happy, because they sell those products. They can sell everything that you put at curbside. So the second item that we're going to explain why you recycle, Christina's going to explain to you the other options.
So the second reason is that these items can be reused again. Paper, cardboard, plastics, metal, all of those things can go into the recycling bin and then get turned into new products. Glass jars and bottles are crushed and can be used to make new bottles or road fill. Paper is mixed with water, can be used to make new paper, paper towels, toilet paper, anything you see recycled content on the package has been made from paper that's been recycled. Cardboard, like cereal boxes, can be used to make book covers. In fact, a little interesting tidbit is that Westford's cardboard went to make the covers for the Harry Potter books. Plastics are pelletized and flaked, and they can be remolded into new plastic products. Metal is melted down and made into new cans. The third reason we recycle, honestly, it's a regulation. The State Department of Environmental Protection in the 90s banned all of these things, everything that's easily recyclable from the trash, the landfills, and the incinerators. So to bring us in compliance, we need to be recycling these things. The garbage trucks that are delivering these items to the facility in Haverhill can be fined if these things are found in the trash. So to bring Westford into compliance with the state waste bans, the selectmen in 1994 voted to make recycling mandatory for Westford households. They also voted at that time in '94 that the trash trucks might leave your trash behind if you're not recycling.
So let's show you how to recycle, because it absolutely could not be easier in Westford. First thing that you do is that you find a sturdy container. It can't be cardboard, because on a rainy day that will melt. But something like this, and every household was given one of these when we started recycling in '88. You can use something like this. We hope you're recycling more than that. So let us encourage you to perhaps get one of these larger wheeled containers. You can also just use a plain old trash barrel. If you do that, stop by the town hall or send us a self-addressed envelope, and we'll send you a recycle sticker, which you should put on a trash barrel, just so the trash guys know that's recycling and it's not trash. So everything goes in together. All your paper, all your cardboard, all your cans, all your plastic. Here's the recycling that Christina and I have been gathering in our households for the last week, and we're going to show you exactly how you can do this. And you don't have to memorize it today. This is all in the recycling guide, which we have sent you. I think I have a copy of it here. Let me see if I can find it. Yep. That it's sent to every household in June, and you can get an extra copy of this. And we've got an absolutely nifty website that has a lot of information on it too. Okay, let's figure out what we've got here. I'm going to move this bin. Well, we'll start by here. Okay, paper. We've got all the mail that's come to our house for the last few days. Catalogs, envelopes, all of that, in it goes. Newspapers, all the Westford Eagles and everything else that comes into your household, that's all recyclable. That all goes in too. Fine, milk cartons.
Milk cartons.
These are just fine.
Mm-hmm.
This one's been smushed, and Christina will talk about that in a minute. So this is all the paper. Good cookies. Yeah.
Delicious.
Wonderful. Toilet paper rolls, every bit counts. Do not skimp. Butter, change the light bulbs, all that goes in there. And the last of the magazines, and these are outdated copies of magazines that we've already read. Okay, that's from my end. What have you got down there?
So go on to plastics. And one thing to note is that everything can go into the same container. You don't have to separate paper from plastic, from glass, anything else. The other thing, Ellen, is these containers, these large containers, are available for purchase from the Westford Recycling Commission for $40.
And we have those in stock all the time.
We do, and you can go on our website to find out how to purchase one of those if you're interested. So plastic, laundry container, or laundry detergent. This plastic mayonnaise.
Take the top off? Do I have to do that?
You know what? It really doesn't matter. It's going to get juggled around, and it will get figured out at the plant. Shampoo bottles. You know what I do sometimes is I have an extra recycling bin upstairs to catch things like the shampoo bottles and conditioner and stuff like that. Karo syrup, cottage cheese, yogurt, all of those kinds of things. This probably some sort of a salad or something. If you look on the back in the plastic, you can see the recycling symbols. It'll have a number 1 through 7 on it, and Westford recycles all of those numbers. Milk, again, we flatten this to make more space in your container. Mine fill up in a week. So if you flatten everything, it'll make more space in there.
Okay, then we get to glass, and this is all, the marmalade jar, good spaghetti, that all goes in. We've obviously rinsed these out. You can have a little contaminant, but just run them through before you put them in. The pickle jar, labels can stay on, not a problem. Wine, beer bottles, if they're not returnable, those all go in. And how about the cans?
And so metal, we've got some cans here, and again, the labels can stay on. Rinse them out so that they're clean. You don't have to go crazy. Those go in, cans.
We even found out when we went on a tour of the recycling site that even peanut butter jars can go in. You don't have to get that last ounce in. It all comes out in the process.
And then here's some more. So with the metal, foil can be recycled. So this is the top of a yogurt container, those foily kind of ones, right in. Cream cheese, that's foil. Actual aluminum foil, if it's not too dirty, this is, fairly clean. That can go in. Pie tins.
So we don't have too much left here, actually. The only things that we have left that do have to go in the trash are styrofoam. There are programs for this, but we can't do this at curbside, so that does have to go into our wastebasket.
One thing, Ellen, I just want to point out, the top of this is actually recyclable. There is a symbol.
I think we just
so that can go in there.
Okay. How about plastic bags?
Plastic bags are an absolute no-no because they get stuck in the sorting mechanism at the recycling plant. So plastic bags cannot go.
Yeah, and don't put your recyclables in plastic bags to put it in here. Put everything in loose because the plastic bags are the bane of the recycling process. So they can also go back to your grocery store. Those all get collected there. So I'm
going to save that
one aside. You don't have to put that in the trash.
Yeah.
This kind of funny looking box?
So this is what's called an aseptic container. It's a shelf-stable container. Lots of milk, soups, and chicken broth come in these in the grocery store. They are not recyclable. They're a mix of plastic and metal and all kinds of things, and there just aren't any, there aren't many facilities to deal with this right now. So if you look on the bottom, and it's made by a company called Tetra Pak, but they're called Aseptic Containers. these have to go into the trash.
And cardboard, you know, is easy. We ask you to flatten it, and it's a matter of space. Think about the truck. We want to fit the maximum amount in the space. So just flatten it. And rather than putting this in the bin, what we do at home is we simply put this right next to it at curbside so that it doesn't take up space. And the magic pizza box, of which we all have oodles, that can be recycled. Eat the pizza first, please.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't have too much grease, and this isn't too much grease,
Yeah.
that can go right into the recycling bin.
Yeah.
If it does have too much grease, you can rip the top off and recycle the top.
So we also have some composting left here, some vegetables. We encourage you to compost. That's a whole separate show the Recycling Commission has done on composting, but we're going to encourage you to put this in a compost bin. So we're asking that not go in the trash, but please don't put it in your recycling at this point in time.
And let me just have one last little duct
yes.
tape.
This poor little duct tape. It doesn't
Duct
have
tape
a
has
home.
to go into the trash.
So have we told everybody about the how-tos in terms
I think
of
so. I think
purchasing?
the only other thing we need to mention is when you put your trash and recycling out at the curb, separate them. Put trash on one side, recycling on the other side, and have the bin, if you've got one of these large bins.
Yeah, let's pull this out so you can see this. This has a bar on the front so that if you see this, this is how the truck picks this up. That's why these exist, so that the men don't have to and the truck can. Please have that faced your street, and then you're all set. Oh, I forgot to bring the box from my office. So this is all the paper that came from my office, and that goes into. This goes right in the top. I actually sometimes put this in a brown paper bag just so it doesn't blow away on rainy days, but that's not necessary. Okie dokie. So what's left? Not a lot. Food, we hope you'll compost. The textiles, you know, the clothes, the old socks. First, give them to Goodwill, give them to the Salvation Army. There are collection boxes all over the town of Westford. The St. Catherine's Church has a collection box. We have authorized some from New England Clothes Recycling at Abbott School, Blanchard School.
The Abnasset Preschool.
Rodenbush at Abnasset has one. So those can go out. So, you know, what's left in your trash is really such a small amount. We don't even need the big trash
really
barrel.
not.
That's all we need. Just tiny, 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 tiny bit. So how do you get in touch with us? You know, we'll tell you.
So if you have questions, we have a website. We also have an email address. It's recycling@westfordma.gov. We are also on Facebook.
And
so
all of our telephone numbers all appear in the recycling guide. So call any one of us because you're not in this alone. And we can't thank you enough for recycling in Westford.
Thank you.